Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to look at Bitcoin and then I'll give you my expectations for what's going to take place for altcoins. But basically, rather than let everybody just wait to the end of the video like I'm sure a lot of YouTubers do, I'll just let you know that it's all good. it's all good. In fact, it's very good. So basically, in a nutshell, just before we even look at the chart, $2 trillion injected into American economy, right? Just handed out willy-nilly. Even if just a fraction of that, let's just say a couple of billion, finds its way to cryptocurrency, which it is quite likely that it would. It is the zeitgeist, isn't it? It's the spirit of the time. Everybody wants a little piece of crypto. There's a very strong chance that some of that, when it gets handed out to some people, that some of them may put a bit into crypto. So I am expecting millions, billions to come into crypto. All right, so those checks have they've not been physically handed out yet, but they shall be, from what I understand, handed out from next week. So what we've seen at the moment is, with the markets in general, is confidence entering the market again, because a lot of people expect this theory that I have. It's not theory. It's very, 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 very likely to take place, to happen. And so the idea is, that's instilled a bit more confidence into not just traditional markets, but of course crypto. And crypto was holding up remarkably well in comparison to traditional markets. When you look at things like the Nasdaq and gold and things like that, they were bleeding profusely before. Even though Bitcoin was by no means the same. I mean, but let's put it into context. Bitcoin may have fallen further in percentage-wise, but as far as its chart is concerned, it was holding up way, way, way better than traditional markets. I mean, just think about it in those terms, right? You're trading a chart; those charts looked horrendous. Bitcoins just looked like a consolidation. Anyway, so that's that out of the way. Let's look at Bitcoin. So I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, I have to say. Bitcoin's probably going to take the lead, I would say, for the short term. Bitcoin's going to make a move. I think it's going to make a substantial move. So there's obviously the reason that I suggested that that's going to happen. Fundamentally, that would make sense that it would happen. But also on the chart alone, we are trying to make a new all-time high at the moment. Yeah, we're flirting with the idea of it. We're trying to do it. And to be honest with you, it could quite easily get made any minute now. Look at these indicators down here. We've got RSI turning up, the money flow index turning up, we've got MACD turning up, we've also got conversion baseline here from a few days ago, which somehow I kind of missed. I suppose I've not really been paying too much attention these days. A lot of my positions I've just got in and just leaving them to ride, because I'm very, very confident in the market at the moment. But this makes me even more confident on Bitcoin. This conversion baseline here, where the Chiku span above the price action, and we're above a green cloud. The last time we had a signature like that was over here, and if we were to measure that out, we from the bottom of the candle, shall we, to the top, we had a 59% move. Right. So let's just see, where did this cross take place? We'll measure it from here. We'll just shrink this chart down so we can appropriately measure. And this isn't how you're supposed to do it. This move could continue, for a very long period of time. So we have to extend the chart even further, actually, aren't we? So let's measure that one out here. Roughly speaking, what was it, 57, I hear you say? We're going up really high there at that point. I mean, the chances of us reaching $60,000 over the next few days, in my opinion, is very likely. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's very likely that it would. If we were to receive a cross like this and it were to perform just like this one did back here, then it's not about where we're going to go. It's about, is this a continuation? Is this trend going to continue? And this usually would suggest it would. Look, last time we had this cross all the way back down here, we had a mega bull run. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it could. This signature suggests that a trend is beginning, and that's where you enter the trend, and then you play it until the trend ends. This one ended over here, and then it began a new one basically a few days later, well, about less than 2 weeks later over here. That trend played out to the tune of 50 something percent, and then came to an end just down here, and it's just now formed a new one over here. Look, indicators, charts, technical analysis, none of it's perfect, but when you have a situation like what we have now, where the stars are aligned, we've got lots of money entering the markets, literally free money entering the markets to stimulate the economy, not my economy, the American economy. But cryptocurrency is global. It's going to find its way into there, no problem at all. It will find its way into crypto, no problem. that in a way is pretty much a dead set. Now with that will come volatility, so I'm not suggesting anybody go crazy on longs. Oh, CryptoClick said it was the start of a new trend, 100x. No, I'm not saying do that. If you're going to be playing with leverage, that's your situation. I'm not suggesting you do that. What I'm suggesting is that the way that this works is basically upon signals. We have a fundamental idea that money is going to be entering this market from next week and onwards, literally filtering into it. At the moment, what we see is the shock, the reaction to the fact that it's going to happen. When it actually starts to happen, that's a different story. That's real life money entering the market. What we've got now is obviously real money entering the market, but in a different way. This is money that was already here, people regaining confidence in the situation. So two reasons, like I say, you've got your fundamental reason, you've got your technical reason for this to go up now. So everything to me looks like it's pretty well primed to go up for Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin for you. If we have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, it's actually pushing up quite a lot here. So and actually, if you look at altcoins, they're kind of staying still. Some are going up, most of them are kind of staying still. I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to have a push up, maybe to here 62.8. maybe to here 63.7, but then I am still looking for a rejection on this. I'm going to show you something here actually, because I'm going to have to get rid of this. I'm going to show you the Ichimoku Cloud on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which usually isn't something that anyone would ever pay any attention to, and it's not really anything that I would suggest is, particularly amazing. But what we do have here is we have a bearish cross on the Ichimoku Cloud beneath the cloud. So what this says here is that this is a short, not that you can short this chart, but what this means is that this signal here would suggest a breakdown further from where we are already. This hasn't played out. This isn't the play out of what you would normally receive after a bearish cross under a cloud. We would be looking for this to break down finally below areas of 60% dominance. So what I think is going to happen, there's going to be a big push for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to push, it's going to break its all-time high, 60,000, maybe even to 70,000, and then altcoins are going to go crazy. I still think actually that throughout this period, when Bitcoin moves up, and if it does move up into the 60s and $70,000 area, then alts will probably move with it, just not at the same rate. I would put weight on this chart, and I would expect rejections around 62, 63 to maybe 63.8 or thereabouts, and they get a rejection from those zones there. At the end of the day, this is a bearish chart in every sense of the word, so I will lend myself to trust the indicators on the chart. We had we have bearish signals here on the Ichimoku Cloud. We've got death cross, and basically you don't really need to be an expert of chart to see that so far has been a significant breakdown. Also, with this money flowing into altcoins, into the market, not everybody's going to want to go for Bitcoin. There's been an enormous amount of retail investment, retail investors that's maybe started on PayPal that have now crossed over into spot trading, and they've found their way to Binance, KuCoin, wherever. They're all around. They've now uncovered and discovered the real beauty of cryptocurrency, which is obviously Bitcoin is lovely, but altcoins, they are going to be popping off seriously. And I've made videos on this a few days back, maybe about a week ago, saying that we're looking for another big alt season. I would expect that to take place within the next 3 to 5 weeks, which in my opinion would allow for the majority of altcoins to at least double in their value. So I am expecting to double my entire portfolio balance. I'm expecting to double it within about a 5-week period roughly, mostly on altcoins, but of course with Bitcoin, with the signals that we've seen, like I say, Bitcoin is definitely worth a shot, and the Bitcoin dominance is moving up, but it's due to be rejected at those levels, and then altcoins are just it's going to be phenomenal. Anyway, like I say, that is all I've got for you this evening, and I think that's all that really needs to be said. We can look at individual altcoins all day on my live stream tomorrow, so if you're a Patreon member, tune in. If you're not, £7.50 a month, you get 2 live streams every week, and we can look at all the altcoin charts we can do in that 2-hour period. But for the moment, that is an overview of what I'm seeing on the market. Bitcoin about to make a new all-time high, maybe even quite a severe one, and then altcoins follow in a massive way. So very good for everyone, and if you made it to the end of the video, please let me know. Otherwise, you won't let me know, and I'll probably try to condense these videos in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching, take it easy, have a good one.